So first and foremost, we are going to set our threshold here. So when we're singing in terms of volume, we're not going to go beyond this level. The maximum we're going to get to is this level or below it, like quiet. So unlike some songs we've sang in the past, in fact, most of them started at the one beat, which is the down beat, right? But in this song, we're going to start singing at the fourth beat. Yeah. And this song, by the way, is by the Love World Singers. It's called Never Enough. So what's our key? A 4x4 time signature. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1,000 tongues will never be enough to describe you. No, no, not even words will ever be enough to tell the triumph of your grace. 1,000 tongues will never be enough to describe you. No, no, not even words will ever be enough to tell the triumph of your grace.
If you can talk, you can sing. There is really nothing to it.
Breathe in, breathe out, add a little vibrato. You said anyone can sing, but you gotta be consistent.
Know your do re mi is just like 1, 2, 3.
You will be the best and you will sing so well. It's time to sing with Frank at TBL.
Now, when I was singing, I just imagined this threshold, a level or a ceiling I don't have to go beyond in terms of loudness. So my loudness is controlled by that level. I can go below it, way below it, maybe up to it. The most I could go was the highest level, not beyond it. Do you know when we talk about compression or a compressor, that's the work of a compressor. It keeps you at this level maximum. Okay, so you can play around underneath, but it stops you from going upward. Now, that's how you should think about singing high notes or even singing in general, okay? You don't have to yell when you sing. Yelling when you sing isn't usually the best approach, as it can strain your vocal cords and lead to vocal damage over time. It may not happen now, but as you continue to do it, eventually it will. Singing with control and using proper vocal technique is much more effective for producing a strong and clear sound. If you're going for a powerful or intense performance, there are healthier ways to achieve that without yelling, such as through using your mixed voice. Now, just imagine there was no ceiling or threshold. It's gonna sound like this. 1,000. That was noisy. And I'll tell you more about yelling when you sing, okay? It has a negative effect on you and a negative effect on your listeners. So it's always good to warm up your voice, practice breathing exercise, and consider taking voice lessons to avoid vocal injury. Now let me tell you how it sounds when you yell while singing. When someone yells while singing, it often sounds more intense, forceful, and raw than regular singing. This style of singing can be characterized by a harsh, gritty, or strained vocal tone. And this is created by pushing the voice past its normal capacity. The result can have a slightly distorted quality, which is common in genres like rock or metal. Now, yelling while singing can lead to a more powerful emotional delivery and is sometimes used to convey aggression, passion, or urgency. However, if not done carefully, it can also strain the vocal cords and lead to vocal damage. Now, here are some of the effects of yelling. Yelling while singing can have several effects on both the singer and the listeners. Here's a breakdown. So let's start with the singer. For the singer, yelling can lead to significant strain on the vocal cords, on your vocal cords. The vocal folds are not designed to handle the forceful, uncontrolled airflow that yelling demands, which can cause them to become inflamed or even injured with prolonged use. And this is why a lot of singers develop sore throats. Yeah. This can also lead to vocal fatigue, hoarseness, or more serious vocal damage over time. Another thing yelling does is loss of control. And I'm talking generally, not just to singers, but also if you don't sing but yell all the time. This is also for you. Now let's talk about loss of control. Yelling often involves a lack of control over pitch and tone. This can make it harder to hit accurate notes, resulting in a less polished sound. Over time, it can also lead to the development of bad singing habits. Did you know there's also a risk of long-term damage? If yelling while singing becomes a regular practice, it could potentially lead to long-term issues like nodules or polyps on the vocal cords. Another thing not so good with yelling while singing is breathing difficulties. Yelling typically requires more forceful exhalation, which can limit breath control. Singing requires a balance of air support, and excessive yelling can disrupt this balance, making it harder to sing with proper technique. Now let's move on to how you yelling while you're singing sounds to the listeners. It creates an unpleasant sound. Yelling is typically not a pleasant sound to listen to for most people, as it's often harsh and lacks the nuance and dynamics that comes with a well-executed singing. And there's also the problem of auditory fatigue. Prolonged exposure to loud, harsh sounds like yelling can cause listener fatigue. The human ear isn't meant to handle constant high decibel sounds. Decibel simply means the loudness level. Loud singing, loud music can lead to discomfort or even temporary hearing issues if it's too intense. For the listeners, there's also the problem of emotional response. On the positive side, yelling in certain contexts, like in rock or pop music, might elicit an emotional response from listeners. In these genres, it can be perceived as an expression of passion or energy, which can engage the audience. Let's talk about intensity versus clarity. While yelling can convey energy, it often sacrifices clarity of tone and lyric comprehension. Listeners may struggle to understand the words of the intended emotional nuances, and this can only affect their overall experience. Now, here's how to solve it. You know, I can't finish this video without giving you a way out. If you're singing and you're yelling while you sing, it's gonna stop after this video. It's great that you're looking to improve your vocal technique. Yelling while singing can strain your voice, so it's important to develop healthier habits. Here are some tips to help you stop yelling and sing more smoothly. First and foremost, always warm up. Whether you are a good technical singer or an intermediate singer, whatever level you're at, always warm up. Warm up your voice before singing. I warmed up my voice before I sang. Start with gentle exercises like humming. We did it in some videos back. Then go into lip prose. Now, the beautiful thing about lip rolls is awesome. Thank God there's an exercise like lip rolls today. It's like the easy way out, and it's easy and it's healthy. It helps your voice to last long and long and long. No strain, nothing whatsoever. It conditions your voice to stay within, or at most, that threshold. Now, I want you to start singing like you have an inbuilt compressor in you. Now, I told you a compressor is a plugin or a software or a device that puts a threshold on a signal, a sound. Let's say you set the threshold at this level in the compressor, and you put it on the sound, maybe someone singing and singing so loud, or maybe a musical instrument. What it does is, if the sound is louder than this level, it squashes it, pushes it down, so everything stays highest at this level or below. That's what a compressor does. So can you do that? Of course you can. As a singer, that's why we have all these exercises like lip rolls and so on and so forth, to help you build in that function, to help you automatically have that level where you don't have to go beyond, even if you're singing really high. You can sing high and still sound loud and decent. Yeah, with an inbuilt compressor. So over time, as you do these exercises, it's gonna create a very well-rounded technical way of singing for you. So like I said, you start with like humming, and then you go to lip rolls or tongue trills. You can do them over exercise. In fact, that's the best, so it can take you from one key to another. And this helps your voice to get in shape and get in form. It just reminds me of athletes. Before they get on track to run the real race, they had already done warm-up to warm up the muscles, because if you just subject the muscles to sudden race like that, that's why some athletes develop muscle pull. Yeah, because they didn't warm up, or they don't perform well. They perform average. The next thing is find your mixed voice. I talk about mixed voice all the time. Wow, what a voice. Mixed voice is the reason you can sing high, loud, yet controlled, not yelling. A lot of yelling happens when singers try to push too much air through their chest voice or go too high into their head voice without blending the two. Blending chest voice and head voice gives you mixed voice, and only exercises like the one I mentioned before can build that in automatically for you. So work on developing a mixed voice where you smoothly combine your chest voice and your head voice. This will allow you to sing powerfully without straining or yelling. Another thing you should do is stay relaxed. Learn to stay relaxed. Keep your throat and jaw relaxed. Tension in these areas can cause you to force your voice out, leading to yelling. Try to focus on keeping your vocal cords relaxed, even when you're singing louder. And the final thing is work with a vocal coach. Work with one, a good vocal coach. If you find it challenging to break the yelling habit, consider working with a vocal coach. Like me, you can contact me. Now, vocal coaches can give you personalized guidance and ensure you're using your voice safely. So the key is to practice singing with control. No force. From now on, no force. If you gradually incorporate these techniques, you'll be able to sing more powerfully without the need to yell. Keep working at it. That is the key. So instead of going 1,000 tongues, no, go 1,000 tongues will never be enough to describe you. That's much better. So if you have any question, don't forget to ask me. All right, and don't forget to keep practicing. I'll see you in the next video. Before we go, make sure you smash that like button and also subscribe if you haven't, okay? And don't forget, if you want to become a special member of this channel, click the join button. It's a button that helps you become a very special member. It's higher than just being a subscriber, and you get a badge to your name showing you're actually not an ordinary member of this channel. And also you get to choose among 3 categories which one you can support this channel with. This channel has been a great blessing to you, right? Yeah. So anyway, that's it from me. See you next time. Bye bye.
If you can talk, you can sing. There is really nothing to it.
Breathe in, breathe out, add a little vibrato. Yes, anyone can sing, but you gotta be consistent.
Know your do re mi is just like 1, 2, 3.
You will be the best, and you will sing so well. It's time to sing.